internet. Alright, this is the last time I'm talking about this because honestly, I want to talk about dope anime, not watching my comic hero slowly degrade in front of my eyes. But, if I'm being honest, the fan response has been wild. We've gone from creating a petition to cancel and redo the series, to the backlash being harsh enough to where Turtle Me had to make a public statement, and now the fans are starting to animate scenes themselves. Humans are amazing creatures, aren't they? No more stalling if this is your kind of content, and I'm talking about the crash out content. Self-sabotaging your mood? I can't recommend that. This can't be good for our mental. Like and subscribe. Let's get it. Okay, let's talk about the petition. The demand the cancellation and redo of the T-Bait anime adaptation petition on change.org has garnered roughly 52,000 signatures as of this recording. And if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this will change a thing. Even in the petition itself, the homie who made it states, "We don't want the anime to be canceled, we just want a redo, or more realistically, better animation for the next seasons." Which is way more reasonable than cancellation than a reshoot. The money has changed hands, and until it does again, this mountain ain't moving. But there are some things that Turtle Me can take from this. Whatever corpo contract you trapped yourself in, you know what it looks like now. So we definitely won't be fooled again. And if you do so happen to get the chance to do a second season, which I wouldn't put past the T-Bait fans to just push through this and give it the view on Crunchyroll, but we cannot pick a subpar animation studio. We have to take their discography as a greater indicator for a good series. As opposed to the promises to produce something great, I have to assume were made by the suits that were in the room where it happened. Big ups to the homie Nachu, and we'll pray that this fever dream ends soon. Next! In keeping everything I say in this video in line with being honest while fair, I could say that Turtle Me doesn't really owe us anything. Him being the creator of a piece of entertainment, it's my belief that he has the right to do whatever he wants with it. Eat it, throw it in a fire, sell it to the lowest bidder. It's our problem that we love it. Even with that, Turtle Me gave us a statement roughly 8 days ago. And in his own words, he hopes to quell any misunderstandings making their rounds. Now, this could be a heartfelt olive branch to the fans of T-Bait, or it could be a pleading to the masses to not make Sakura-Con his last convention ever. And if it's the latter, smart. But either or, we got something. And that something is Turtle Me telling us that 1. Creators get no control when you put your content into the animation meat grinder. 2. He's still learning as a creator himself. And 3. To be normal people when commenting your complaints. Great, grand, wonderful.
No yelling on the bus!
This just leaves me with more questions. How much input did you have in the anime itself, not just the personnel of the anime? When you got to see the early shots of the separate scenes, did you really believe this quality of animation was suitable? Or were you like us, and the first time you saw King Gray was at FanFest? Was T-Bait's entire production in the hands of Crunchyroll and Tapas? I mean, you told us before, choosing the soundtrack is not something the studio has the ability to give me, which means the one above the studio has the ability to give you oversight over the soundtrack. Did you ask them? Did they say no? What? I assume all these questions are going to be answered at whatever he's got going on at Sakura-Con, whether it's a panel or just a meet and greet. Obviously! Don't be an asshole. The dude is still the creator of something which we can all agree is a great piece of fiction. But corpo suits just tricked him, like they do with all the other creators. Like a horrible nanny. You and the ball and chain just want to have a nice night out at the local Red Lobster, only to come back to Mrs. Merriweather on top of the counter twerking for some random homeless man, making it rain with a box of Puffs tissues. All while your child is on the computer using your credit card to buy a meme coin from Yugoslavia. Maybe bet a little harder next time? Maybe? Next. Now this is just petty. Kinda love it. But for those who haven't seen, the dude Mr. Navy on TikTok got through 19 minutes of the first episode and said, "Hold my beer." Took him a little over an hour and they recreated Baby Arthur's ascension. They ripped the images from the webcomic, used whatever editing software they have, and animated some movement into Arthur. Compare that to what we got in the anime with Arthur spatially locked in place with an order of pan up. Now, I don't think the homie was trying to state that he could animate an entire studio under the easel, just that this is the kind of movement that draws us in and keeps us here. Not pans. Not fluttering lines, and definitely not still shots. Character movement. You can use the pans and the fluttering lines, just let the character move too. But for season 1, we've got this. And it's either you hold on for dear life in the hopes of a better future, or you let it die and leave Turtle Me to pool the money again for a commercially failed product. Not a choice you hope to get, but a choice nonetheless. I'm not angry anymore. I'm just disappointed. The slow unraveling of what I hoped wouldn't happen is playing out on a weekly basis. What do you think? Gonna keep rocking with a car with a broken AC, or are you gonna cut your losses? Sell it. Get a bike. Let me know in the comments. I'll get you in the next one. Later!